more skilled of the two, but Giannis.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. Last time these two teams met, it was the New York Knicks picking up the loss in that outing against Milwaukee.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters, but that fourth was just really an abomination in terms of how they played, and unfortunately, they took an L.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, for a long time, the city of Milwaukee has been an NBA backwater. But with new ownership, a respected head coach, and a lot of young talent, it's a new day here. Coach Jason Kidd said, "We don't want to be a layover city. We want coming here to be like going through the Texas Triangle, where if you have a dogfight in Chicago one night, you know you're in for a dogfight here the next night." Kevin?
All right, thanks, DA. Mid-season here now, Doris. Teams know what to expect from one another and from themselves.
Yeah, I think by this point in the year, Kevin, you have defined who you are and how you win. You know that the roles are delineated. Everybody knows the expectations on individual players and on the group.
Well said. And so off the tip, it's New York. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Melo and Porzingis, the 2 stars at the forward spots. Derrick Rose is out there with Lee, and it's Noah in at the 5 spot. Here's Snell. He kicks it to Dellavedova. Dishes to Parker. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And what a solid comeback Jabari Parker made last year after an ACL ended his rookie season before Greg had even began.
Yeah, and what the injury did was force Jabari to become stronger and more well-conditioned in terms of his training. When feeling his best, he's a dynamic scorer off the dribble. Struggles a little on D, but the rest of his game has enormous upside.
That's good from Parker. He's off on the second.
It sure did seem like the Knicks were really wedded to the idea of playing the triangle. And you wonder with the hiring of Coach Jeff Hornacek, it seems like they're pivoting to a more flexible approach. He really was a surprise pick, though. People didn't see this coming.
Here's Henson following the score by Derrick Rose. Parker kicks to Snell. 6 on the shot clock. Parker against Porzingis. Parker's shot is off. And Doris, when you look at Jeff Hornacek, how does he fit this Knicks team?
Well, I think, Kevin, they say they hired him because of his intellect for the game, and certainly he was a cerebral player in his day, a great shooter. The Knicks have been a below average in 3-point attempts in terms of the new trend. I expect him to open that up a bit more.
And so it's New York with it after the basket by Milwaukee. Down low, Noah the screen. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Anthony's got his first basket.
You don't teach that. You see the defense there, but Melo seems to navigate around or through it.
To the paint, here's Parker, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
If you're the coach, you hope it's a wake-up call. Get them to tighten things up on the inside and start protecting the rim with a little bit more authority. know, what's interesting about Porzingis is, yes, was there an adjustment period in terms of his NBA career? No question. But he had a very good grasp of the culture when he came over, and he loves the American lifestyle. He's got the slang down. He's a very outgoing guy.
Good on the second free throw. And the culture shift for a lot of players coming from overseas, Doris, can just be an added task. But for Porzingis, might have made things easier.
I just love how Porzingis approaches everything, and it fits right in with what the fans want to hear. There's a confidence and a brashness that he plays with that quickly had fans flocking to him. You know, he's got the perfect personality and embraces the culture of sport. So it's hard to think that he won't be a beloved player for all of his playing days.
Pass to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Rose. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. 13 feet away. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
4 up, 4 down. Nice way to start this one.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Henson sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Feeds it to Parker. Dellavedova dishes to Parker. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 3rd assist on the night. The feed now to Rose. Stolen by Dellavedova. Parker outside. Here's Henson, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Lee kicks to Porzingis. Lee left side. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Porzingis kicks to Lee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Lee.
Boy, as cool and calm as ever at the free throw line.
Dellavedova, the pass to Henson. He dishes it to Parker. Henson with the screen. Parker kicks to Henson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he overshot that one, missing. New York trailing. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. Lee outside. Passes to Carmelo. For 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. That's a 2 from Snell. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the right side. The pass to Noah. Lee kicks to Anthony. 7-foot shot, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
As soon as he caught it, the defense was in his grill. Really impressive.
Here's Snell, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Henson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Knicks trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside Rose. To the inside. Noah, the pass to Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boy, you think back to draft night, and Porzingis was roundly booed by Knicks fans when he was taken with the 4th overall pick. But that's ancient history now. I think everyone realizes the talent this young guy possesses.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And there were even some rumors on draft night that Carmelo Anthony wasn't happy with the pick of Porzingis.
That's a rumor he vehemently denied. They're both perimeter-oriented forwards, and I could see why Melo might prefer a guard or perhaps a more traditional pivot man. The Knicks, though, looking for the upside, and Porzingis has that in spades.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to Milwaukee.
And look at what they did in the 4th quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rose dishes to Noah. Kicks it to Anthony. Inside, some nice passing by New York here. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Noah. Averaging 5 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
You know, you make a great point because teams on the road usually lean on their stars. But in that one, they went straight to the bench, and they were on point.
A different look for Milwaukee. Craig Monroe, he's checked in for Henson. And Brogdon subbed in for Tony Snell. And the Knicks making a change here as well. O'Quinn's checked in. Bucks leading by 4. Dellavedova with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Teletovic. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Well, he might be refining some of his inside moves, but Teletovic looking confident on that shot.
And here is Lee. 11 11-point game his last outing. There's a good screen. Rose kicks to O'Quinn. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Pass to Brogdon. The dish now to Monroe. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Bucks. Terry comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Bucks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And that one falls for Monroe. One of last year's flashiest free agent signings, 3 years, $60 million. Greg Monroe did not disappoint.
Yeah, really thrived playing a lot at center after having spent the early years at the power forward position. Well-rounded post scorer with excellent court vision and plus a rebounder at both ends of the floor. That subpar athleticism can hurt defensively at times, but he is an asset on the floor.
Now here's Terry following the miss by Jennings. Terry. Beasley outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Shot by Terry, no good. Knicks trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Jennings. With the floater, that's tipped. Beasley outside. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Well, there are very few players in the NBA who combine the size and shooting ability of Mirza Teletovic. Great release and soft touch. He's listed at 6'9", but has a higher than normal release, which makes him hard to block.
Dishes it to Thomas. Now, here's O'Quinn. His last outing, he had 8 points. And there it is for him. And Teletovic has bounced around the league a few years now, Doris, but he's always had a solid shot from distance.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin. When Teletovic takes a step back, he's hard to deal with. He can put up some big-time point totals if he gets in the zone and goes unchecked. This is a big man who's very adept at hitting shots while fading or leaning one way or the other.
Now, here is Holiday, following the miss by Jason Terry. Outside Jennings. To the inside. O'Quinn. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Terry, the pass to Monroe. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Of course, you've talked to so many and heard a lot of insight on which coaches in the NBA have the most impact on the game. You've coached, you've played. Gather it in for us. Give us a compass on this topic.
Yeah, this is an interesting one because you can go in a lot of different directions. You look at a guy like Doc Rivers, who, because he played, there is this, seems to be this natural affinity of the players. You talk about a player's coach, understands relationships, won a championship in Boston, convinced a group of offensive-minded guys like Paul Pierce and Ray Allen that they needed to play defense to the level of Kevin Garnett. You also look at a guy like Eric Spoelstra, who, though he is young, paid his price to come up through the ranks. Talks about spending years in that dark, dank Miami video operations room. But when guys like Jeff Van Gundy, Stan Van Gundy, Doug Collins are complimenting you as a young guy in Eric Spoelstra, I'm thinking he's got a pretty good future.
Are you surprised when good coaches don't win in the league?
Yes, but I think so much goes into winning. You have to remain healthy, and over the course of an 82-game schedule, that's hard. You've got to have great organizational strength, Kevin. We know that now ownership and general managers have to be as strong as the head coach. And listen, there's luck. You know, sometimes injuries play a part in who you match up against and who you don't. There's so much to winning.
Wonderful insight. Milwaukee with the ball. After New York gets the 3. Terry outside. He kicks it to Monroe. Beasley the screen. Shot off the screen. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 7 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jennings kicks to Thomas. Pass to O'Quinn. 1:27 left in the first. Feeds it to Jennings. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
Now, here's O'Quinn. He has 7. Fires the 3. That shot off. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Terry outside. Here's Monroe. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. He's got 9.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
To the middle, and there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jennings. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Holiday with the 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Seven seconds left here in the first quarter. To the inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Bucks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Jennings. And that one is off. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Bucks lead by 13. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through, the injuries, the expectations. And we asked him how he's dealing with all of it.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about the past. I can't think about if I'm going to hurt myself, if I move the wrong way. When I'm out there, I have a free mind. I have no expectations on myself. I just know that I prepare myself well. There's no pressure.
Colin Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. Hey, with a little more luck, he may still be that.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
The activity allowing them to pressure the ball, jump into passing lanes, anything they're doing to disrupt the offense.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Jennings. He's out there with Lee. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. And it's Kuzminskas in at the four-man position.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Brandon Jennings. And Doris, I know you shot a lot of free throws in your day, got to the line often. What goes into the mentality, an aggressive style, or even art form of getting to the line?
You know, I like the way that last part of that question was phrased, the art form, because that's exactly what it is. You know, one, as a guard, you can't have any fear in attacking the rim with bigger bodies around you. You can't be afraid of contact. And in fact, there is an art form to sort of leaning in without committing an offensive foul. So there's a real touch and flair and confidence it takes to be a guard who gets to the free throw line consistently.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Bucks. And a switcher also for New York. Rose, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings. Knicks trail by 11. Passes to Kuzminskas. Back to Rose. Screen by Porzingis. Six to shoot. Fader on the way. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Porzingis has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Chris Middleton has become an elite help defender, but he's soft-spoken. He's become more vocal on the court, and that is not by coincidence. You know, Jared Dudley told me this story a couple of years ago that Coach Kidd told Dudley during practice, stop talking. I want Middleton to talk. And now Middleton's communication is taken off. Coach Kidd said his communication is something that never comes up. When you're looking at his growth, it's not just his game, but his leadership that is taken off. Kevin?
Well, thanks, D.A. He's truly a great two-way player, a terrific find for Milwaukee. Free throw good by Parker. And the Bucks making a change here. Henson's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Rose passes to Porzingis. Lee kicks to Anthony. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Lee outside. Rose dishes to Anthony. And a wide open look for Lee. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lee's got 5.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Dellavedova. Parker outside. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
When Melo first came to New York, there was an enormous amount of pressure on him, and you wonder how, at times, he can handle that so gracefully.
And for Melo, the pressure is always going to be on him, Doris, as long as he is the guy in New York.
Yeah, I like that because it shows how mentally tough Melo is, that he can still perform when so much is expected from him. And his whole career, listen, Melo has been the leader of whichever team he is on, and he's used to this kind of pressure.
he's good on the second.
That's an example of the release point being so high the defender has no options. You just don't see that many players Porzingis' size, 7'2", 7'3", who can stroke the jumper the way he can.
Now here is Dellavedova. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo passes to Henson. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And he's way off from outside. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Rose. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, one thing about Melo that goes overlooked so often is just how aware he is on the offensive end. He does a great job with positioning and finds space on his own. Just such a natural feel for the flow of the game that he has that few others share.
And he first. In that aspect that Melo has to know exactly where everyone is on the floor, Doris, that's something that you just can't teach.
Oh, Kevin, you're 100% right. You can't teach it, and it's a skill that makes life so much easier on the offensive end. You know, it allows Melo to see all the angles of the play before it happens, knowing exactly where to put a pass or when his teammate will pop open. You know, and it's all those little things that go into making him such a great scorer for so much of his career.
Snell, that's good. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. At this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and backcourt for Milwaukee.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team, just as you might expect. The bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Knicks trail by 10. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Antetokounmpo against Anthony. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Doris, you've interviewed so many coaches over the years. Which coaches do you enjoy interviewing the most?
Well, I have to say my classmate, Billy Donovan.
No kidding.
We were both point guards in the class of '87. I like to tell Billy he was the second best one in that class. In fact, I do enjoy.
I bet he enjoys that too. He's a good man, isn't he? Huh?
He is, no question about it. And because he's new to the league, he's not objecting quite yet to the ad nauseum questions we tend to ask over and over.
How about quickly talking with Greg Popovich at San Antonio, which is always a challenge, whether you're calling the game or you're on the sideline?
I want you to understand something. When I am walking over to Greg Popovich, I want you to understand that my heart is pounding. I'm probably sweating.
No, come on.
And I'm trying not to shake.
Oh, come on. That's against everything you are. I know that. It's always good conversation, though. Now, here is Dellavedova. There's the feed to Parker. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
He needs to complete that opportunity. Really shocking he botched that one.
Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Henson, a screen on Anthony. Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. Here's Parker. It's deflected. They recover it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Clock at 4. They set the pick. That's a 2 from Parker.
He's been somewhat off this quarter, but the desire to score is evident.
Anthony, the pass to Rose. From 12 feet out, and the jumper is on the mark. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, because of the size difference, that's probably not the one-on-one matchup they'd like to go to very often, but it worked that time.
Now here is Dellavedova. He dishes it to Henson. Cuts it fly, and Parker with the basket on the assist by Henson. Parker's got 13.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Outside Rose. Porzingis inside. He's against Parker. Porzingis can't hit. Snell from outside, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Knicks trailed by 11. Kicks to Anthony. Lee outside. Inside. It's tipped. Parker with the steal. Out to the wing. A baseline J. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
It has not been pretty, and you just wonder when they're going to start showing some more fight at that end of the floor. It has to happen at some point.
Now here's Rose. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Parker kicks to Dellavedova. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anthony. Dellavedova with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Antetokounmpo, so the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo, you know, he's already got the personality of a star, and when you look at the overall skill set, I mean, he's very close to becoming an elite player in this league. I mean, he does a little bit of everything. And he can do it in a multitude of positions. That the Greek freak, as they call him, is the kind of player who can become the face of a franchise. And I think also because of his versatility, he's got the kind of game that you can mix and match with other types of players that I think could lead to a lot of success for this franchise.
Jason Terry, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Then for the Knicks, Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Porzingis. Lance Thomas comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Lee. And talking about the potential of Giannis, some experts feel he's only a jump shot away from being a perennial all-star.
And he's cleaned up his mechanics as well. Still trying to develop that consistency. But on the playmaking side of things, he has excellent vision. Also racks up a lot of rebounds, blocks, and steals. So 2 things he really needs to avoid, though, to take the next step: turnovers and foul trouble. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
It's ridiculous to give up that many points in the paint. You know, I think he'd like them to play a bit more physical.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo? 5th in steals, 5th in blocks, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
Knicks trail by 15. Outside Rose. To the middle. Pass to Noah. 6 on the shot clock. Rose can't get that one to fall. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Parker sets the screen for Antetokounmpo. The dish to Henson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 6 points for Henson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
It's intercepted. Here's Snell, guarded by Holiday. Count that one. Snell's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
New York moving it around. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Now let's jump over to the 2K leaderboard to get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low-post scoring threats. The 5th best, Jabari Parker.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
You know, and even with entire defenses schemed around stopping them, their scoring output always remains high. These fellas are anchors in the post for each of their teams.
Noah kicks to Thomas. He feeds it to Rose, and Holiday has it in the corner. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Bucks leading by 19. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Henson against Noah. A fadeaway. Henson's shot is off.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there, and hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot, just didn't fall there.
Rose dishes to Noah. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Noah the screen. Top of the key, Holiday. 6 to shoot. Passes to Hernan Gomez. New York needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at the Bucks. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And, of course, the New York Knicks, 2.5 games back.
And right now for the Bucks, they fought awfully hard this season, and they've got the results to show for it. It's been a breakout year for this group.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a nice story, but now the real work begins, getting themselves primed for a deep push into the playoffs. Now, you think about Jeff Hornacek's reputation as a coach. He runs a modern offense, likes to get his guys out and running in transition, and he's going to spread the floor with players that can drive and shoot and have no problem letting it fly from deep. That's fun.
Now here's Rose. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
And the defense tried to slow him down, but Derrick Rose just a handful when he gets around the rim.
For all our viewers that remember just how Hornacek was as a player, the way he designs and executes his offense makes a lot of sense.
It sure does, Kevin, because Hornacek, the player, was a dead-eye shooter who could punish you if you left him open. And his style is something that seems to be the remedy to what the Knicks were too prone to doing in recent years, long twos and not capitalizing in transition.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for John Henson. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Parker. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Brogdon subbed in for Tony Snell. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Jennings comes in for Derrick Rose. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 16-6 run. And there's the pass to Brogdon. Here's Beasley. And that one comes up a bit short. Knicks trail by 17. Right side, Thomas. Misses the 3. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Holiday. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the shot goes in. So it's the Bucks now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Monroe, the pass to Brogdon. And Teletovic kicks to Beasley. And he gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 17.
I'll tell you, he doesn't always get enough credit for it, but Teletovic becoming more aware as a passer.
O'Quinn with it. He has 7. Jennings wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jennings has got 5 now.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Come on, as a defender, you have got to fight harder to get through that screen and stay with your man.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
In the corner, O'Quinn with it. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 3 assists tonight. Terry dishes to Monroe. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Shoots from the baseline, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
You're always surprised when he misses that kind of look, whether the defense is on him or not.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Jennings.
That's his 2nd bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Terry with it now. Thomas defending. Terry kicks to Beasley. The teardrop falls in. He has 6.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And here's Jennings. He's got 8. From deep 3-point range, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so we conclude the first half. Bucks ahead. They're up by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A tremendous game we're seeing from Jabari Parker. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
Well, it's good to be physical, but there's a line that you don't want to cross. You can't constantly give up free throw chances by fouling guys too aggressively. You have to get back in this game by staying poised, smart, and avoid fouling.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You know, Jabari Parker has been exceptional here today, guys.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Well, he's given us every reason to anticipate big scoring outbursts, and tonight no exception.
Bucks leading by 11, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Tony Snell is out there with Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Henson in at the 5 down low.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Lee outside. Here's Anthony. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
First one falls for him. And Anthony drops them both. Bucks leading by 11. Now Dellavedova. Outside, Antetokounmpo from 13, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rose kicks to Porzingis. Lee outside. Baseline J on the way, and yes, it's good. And that's 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
I'd say not much to be done about that. You can play perfect defense, and Melo is still going to drain it on you.
Here's Rose. Good on the bucket.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
I think defensively, they've got to get their heads in the game. Judging by that play, they've come out of the locker room a little lethargic.
Henson, a screen on Rose. Parker with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 9. Porzingis passes to Rose. Lee outside. Dishes it to Anthony. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 14.
There are certain guys that can carry a team, and Carmelo on a nightly basis seems to be able to deliver.
It's stolen by Anthony. Rose gets a wide open look. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. Just an incredible month of basketball. Second in blocks, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight. And the one thing about Rose is that, you know, he can still get up for the big matchups. Whenever he faces another great point guard, he seems to play at his best level and loves to push himself and is willing to step up to the challenge. Let's just hope that he can eventually get back to that all-star caliber presence he had just a few years ago.
And with Rose and his injuries, it's not easy for him to put in a work day every day, but as you said, he can light it up on the big stage.
And that is why he's such a threat. Even with his numbers being somewhat diminished, Rose knows what it takes to be a successful player at the highest level. You only wish he wasn't robbed of so much of his game due to injuries.
And Parker drops them both. Knicks trail by 9. Feeds to Noah. Rose kicks to Anthony. Back to Rose. To the paint. Stolen by Henson. Parker dishes to Dellavedova. Outside, Antetokounmpo. He kicks to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Lee passes to Porzingis. Inside. Here's Noah. And it comes off the front of the rim. Bucks leading by 9. Dellavedova kicks to Parker. 3-pointer. Snell. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Snell's got 11 points. Knicks shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. New York calls timeout. With this chance, we can show you the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Those are the season's top shot blocking teams. The Knicks 4th.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Now here's Rose. 8 points for him. Anthony down low. Antetokounmpo defending. Porzingis can't hit. Bucks leading by 12. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. No good with the triple. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Rose kicks to Lee. Back to Rose, trying his luck deep. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that 3 when he's got some daylight.
Now here is Dellavedova. Here's Parker. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
That's good from Parker. And Parker drops them both. And so here is New York. They trail by 11. Lee kicks to Rose. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 08, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Doris, you've studied the league under both David Stern, the former commissioner, current commissioner, Adam Silver. What direction do you think the NBA is going right now?
You know, you never want to follow a legend, and you never want to follow a guy like David Stern, who put the NBA into a stratosphere completely different than the league he took over. But you talk about a seamless transition and a guy who's paid his dues, so to speak. Adam Silver had been in the NBA office for so long. I love that his leadership style is different. He's not trying to be David Stern. He likes to be inclusive with his leadership. I don't think a commissioner has done a better job taking over for a legend.
Open-minded.
Totally open. You know what he is? David was perfect for his era. Adam is perfect for this era.
Well said. Now here's Rose. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. Right side Porzingis. Clock at 6. Nails the 16-footer. Porzingis has got 10.
Yeah, Porzingis so good at squaring up his body when he pulls up for that mid-range jumper.
Dellavedova dishes to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Snell with it. Parker passes to Antetokounmpo. Dellavedova from outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Porzingis. And Henson pulls it down. Bucks leading by 7. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Antetokounmpo dishes to Dellavedova. Henson's shot is off. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Rose. Down low, looking for Anthony, and gets it there. He gets it in there. Now just a 5-point Bucks lead.
You know, his whole career from Syracuse to the NBA, Melo has always been dynamite in the mid-range.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. A different look for Milwaukee. Monroe's checked in for Henson. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Jabari Parker. And Brogdon subbed in for Tony Snell. Knicks trail by 5. Jennings kicks to Lee. Here's Anthony. You can't get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Teletovic. He has 5 to the middle. They need this one, and it's laid in by Monroe. 13 points in the game. The Knicks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Lee outside. There's the feed to Anthony. Here's Kuzminskis. New York, no good that time either. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Brogdon. Off target with his 3. The Knicks shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's Kuzminskis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lets it go with a 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, I like that decision there. Didn't try to do too much, just kicked it out for the open jumper.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 8. Six to shoot. From the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we take a look here at the shot chart.
And when you come into a game with the mindset of going right at the rim and not settling for outside shots, this is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Kuzminskis. Here's the screen. Trying his luck deep. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Back to Dellavedova. Brogdon the pass to Teletovic. Antetokounmpo against Anthony. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And drafted out of St. Mary's College, combo guard Matthew Dellavedova, the ideal role player.
Yeah, I think Kevin offensively such a good passer, spot-up shooter, defensively very high effort and very physical. You ask his teammates, they love his unbridled passion for the game.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Teletovic misses. Here's Kuzminskis, covered by Teletovic. Kuzminskis the pass to Hernan Gomez. Lee kicks to Anthony. Back to Lee. And here's Jennings outside. Rebound Milwaukee. On to Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
So aggressive, Teletovic, easily able to finish through contact.
And the Bucks with some changes. Beasley comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Terry in for Matthew Dellavedova. Knicks trail by 9. Out to the right wing. Here's Kuzminskis. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 4th assist in this one. Milwaukee's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Terry kicks to Monroe. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe. And so Greg Monroe nails both of them.
Yeah, we know there are big men in the NBA who struggle at the line, but for him, it's a real strength.
Kicks it to Holiday. New York moving it around. There's the screen. Thomas sets a screen for Jennings, and Holiday kicks to O'Quinn. Shot clock at 5, and not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Bucks leading by 9. Blocked in the pass to Terry. The dish to Monroe. Teletovic the screen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. In 3rd, the Knicks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Monroe. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for New York. And so Monroe nails both of them. We've got 1:23 left to play in the 3rd. The drive by Jennings. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Terry kicks to Beasley. Back to Terry. Stolen by Noah. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to O'Quinn. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Holiday. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Kept alive by New York. That shot off. Bucks leading by 11. Teletovic passes to Brogdon. 29 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. It's hauled in by Thomas.
That was an extremely weak screen. I mean, he clearly didn't want to sacrifice his body right there.
And O'Quinn kicks to Thomas. The pass to Jennings. Trying to get back on track. Jennings can't get that one to fall. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 11. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We got some great looks. Great looks. Defensively, we're getting stops too.
The words of Jason Kidd in that huddle moments ago. Happy with the way his team is performing, hoping they can maintain the momentum they've captured.
Well, I mean, they're working together on both ends of the floor and doing a great job of playing at their pace.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Porzingis is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Jennings. And it's Holiday in at the 2. Here's Brogdon. Terry outside. To the middle. Teletovic in the post. He's against Porzingis. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. O'Quinn. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. A different look for New York. Anthony comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Lee in for Justin Holiday. And he makes the first. And the Bucks with some changes. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jason Terry. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Knicks trail by 11. Jennings kicks to Thomas. It's back to Jennings. Screen by Porzingis. Thomas sets a screen for Jennings. Porzingis can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Parker dishes to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anthony. Dellavedova with the ball, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Jennings. Pass to Porzingis. Tries from 10. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
Yeah, his shot's been out of sync, and it really has held them back tonight.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Monroe, no good.
Yeah, terrific all-around effort from the defense. They were not going to let him finish over them.
Outside Jennings. Dishes it to Thomas. Lee outside. Thomas a screen. From down low. Anthony's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 11. Pass to Brogdon. Screen by Parker. Stolen by Thomas. Here's Lee. It's blocked. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Anthony against Antetokounmpo. Parker right side to the inside. Here's Monroe. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
A different look for Milwaukee. John Henson comes in for Monroe, and Tony Snell subbed in for Brogdon. And then for New York, Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Lance Thomas. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Dellavedova with the ball. Out left of the wing. Parker left side. And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Henson the pass to Snell. That's a 2 from Dellavedova.
Boy, in the latter stages, his shot is off. At least they're still winning.
Rose kicks it to Noah. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And that one misses. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Snell, covered by Lee. And here is Dellavedova. Feeds it to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Porzingis.
At the line for your Bucks, Jabari Parker. At the line for 2.
Free throw good by Parker. And Parker drops them both.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's the summary of what Jeff Hornacek went over with his guys during the break. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got them going, guys.
On defense, Milwaukee. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Rose kicks it to Noah. No good on the free throw. And he can't hit the second. Bucks leading by 10. To the inside, Henson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 10 points for Henson.
almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And you know he's not going to back down anytime soon. It doesn't matter if they're trailing or holding a lead like they are right now. He's going to keep pouring it on.
At the line of the Knicks, 3 stops for 6. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Dellavedova dishes to Henson. Antetokounmpo up top. To the paint. Parker kicks to Dellavedova. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And scoring with the play inside is Parker. Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Unloads from 13. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 14 points for Porzingis.
You know, because of his size and his soft touch, it's really hard to affect Porzingis' shot, even when you're right in his grill.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting from Milwaukee, John Henson. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Henson. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Knicks trailed by 11. Here's Rose, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
Shooting for New York, Derrick Rose. At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Milwaukee leading by 10. Dellavedova, the pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. It's deflected. Porzingis with the steal. Rose kicks to Anthony. Noah the screen. Anthony dishes to Noah. Passes it to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Lee kicks to Anthony. From 17 feet out. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Anthony's got it back down to within single digits for New York. Antetokounmpo up top. Covered by Anthony. Porzingis against Parker. Porzingis kicks to Lee. Outside Rose. The pass to Porzingis. From 11 feet away. Rebound by Parker.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Snell. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Shooting 1.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And so here is New York. 11-point game. Rose passes to Lee. Stolen away. Here's Snell, covered by Lee. Snell dishes to Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one's on Anthony.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Knicks trail by 12. Rose kicks it to Noah. Back to Rose. The feed to Anthony. Noah the screen. New York, no good that time either.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
That's the frustrating thing. You work so hard to get the open shot, and then you can't make it.
Henson, a screen on Rose. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. He kicks it to Noah. Some nice passing by New York here. From 12 feet out. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Anthony.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Now here is Dellavedova. Now Parker. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
I mean, outstanding finish inside against a defender that basically towers over him.
Free throw no good for Parker. Knicks trail by 12. Lee kicks to Rose. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Rose has got 10 points here in the second half. Screened by Parker. Dellavedova kicks to Parker. He dishes it to Snell. Shot clock at 6. Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by Rose. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Knicks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Anthony sets the pick for Rose. Kicks it to Anthony. Little turnaround. Rebound, Milwaukee. Parker left side. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Knicks trail by 10. Anthony, the pass to Rose. Lee dishes to Carmelo. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Anthony's got 9 points in the quarter.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
Parker left side. The dish to Snell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
At the line for your Bucks, Tony Snell. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second.
And that's an important rebound, and especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Anthony drawing the double team. Here's Lee. Good D by Parker.
Just wasn't very aggressive with the ball. Had a really good look at the basket and blew it.
Antetokounmpo against Anthony. Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. He feeds it to Dellavedova. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Henson sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Unloads. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The guy, that's a shot he'll take, again, if he's given the chance. We all know he can knock that down.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. First, and that brings them within 8. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for John Henson. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Boy, spotted his teammate on the move, but the assist perfectly placed out in front of him, leading him right to the rack.
Now here's Anthony. Goes up to the stripe. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Knicks ball.
.130 left in the fourth quarter. Lee passes to Anthony. Back to Rose. New York moving the ball around. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Hits the three-point bomb. Porzingis has got 9 points here in the second half. Bucks leading by 7. This is to Dellavedova. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. And 1:01 left in the game. No coverage that time. And that's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Outside Anthony to the middle. Noah's shot is off.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Yeah, as we just saw, you don't always have to get the block to make a defensive impact.
Here's Snell. Pass to Parker. Fires the 3. And Lee pulls it down.
Boy, coach drew up a great play to get the wide open look. Perfect shot in that situation. He thought he had it. Oh, strong move to the hole. Really used his height and reach to just drop it in over the smaller man.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rose dishes to Anthony. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's only a 5-point Bucks lead.
He fought hard for that tip in. He doesn't take anything for granted. He's going to crash the boards on every single shot.
At the line for your Bucks, Matthew Dellavedova. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's New York with it. New York, no good that time either. Terry outside. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jabari Parker.
He was a wrecking ball underneath. His size, his toughness, his strength, clearly the most physical guy on the floor tonight. But also, he had a sweet touch around the basket.
Ernie, Kenny, what got into this guy tonight? He was sensational. Easily the MVP of the game. Maybe it was some of that home cooking. Fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, potato salad, iced tea. He was getting a lot of love from the fans, and rightfully so. Seeing him step his game up like that will always get the crowd pumped.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.